Is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3 Lone Face Skinny Body, and we are back, still black of course, with some more Boruto manga related content. Now before we get in the video, you already know the dilly, yo. You guys get the vibes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop straight to the business. Yes sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
So I hope y'all been enjoying y'all's holiday season so far. I was out of town for Halloween, you know what I'm saying? I had to go through swinging and save the city as my guy Miles Morales. I'm gonna show you a couple of flicks, but I've been outside, bro. And then post outside, y'all probably caught me on the Cloud Ninja podcast a couple days ago, but I've been a little sick, so that's why if you've been hearing me talking the last few days, you've been like, bro, he sound a little iffy. Don't worry, bro. It's not just the drugs, it's the sickness too. JK. But yeah, I'm getting over my sickness. My voice sounds kind of better. So let's talk about the GOAT, right? My guy, Big Inojin Yamanaka. Fuck is you niggas talking about? We saw Boruto Two Blue Vortex chapter 27 throw us in the middle of the fire, bro. I'm talking everything's getting set up. The last 3 chapters are probably the most beautiful setup chapters we've gotten within Two Blue Vortex, and done so in a way that lets me know, like, yeah, now once we get back to the action, everything's about to be unpacking. So we saw at the end, my guy Mamushi 5'd up, got a whole starting lineup. He's like, yo, match your chakra signature. Let's get after Ada. Boruto has been doing things. Sumire has been doing things. Kawaki has been doing things. Now we know for those 3, Sumire has been working in the lab trying to get Boruto's sword up to date. For Boruto's case, whether he's just sitting by watching Sumire on his Stalker mode, or he's doing something else, probably negotiating with Momoshiki. And then with Kawaki, he's out here gambling with his life on the line like a model. Pump some more drugs in this body. I need to get more stronger, right? So we don't know the exact current status of those 2 characters, but the one we're focusing on today, right? My guy, Big Inojin, because we understand his deep bonds, his connection with Himawari, how much closer those 2 have gotten throughout the course of the time skip, right? Not only the closeness and the connections of their bonds, but the importance of each of these characters. Now, Himawari is ascending into that main character status, right? That status that is very much appropriate for her name. She is the child of Naruto Uzumaki. Let's not just think Boruto, right? And I see so many people even just accept the full-bloodedness of Kawaki Uzumaki, just saying like, yeah, he's fully adopted child of Naruto. But even if people go on to say Naruto has 2 children, somehow, some way, their mind goes to Boruto and Kawaki, and we forget, right? Not necessarily the queen of the Uchiha clan, Big Saruto, but we forget the queen, the star herself, Himawari Uzumaki, has been out here. Granted, on part 1, Ikimoto had her on the shelf, and now she's jumped off, dusted off, and is like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here about to smack heads off and make hearts roll. That's exactly what she's doing here, right? So we understand the significance of both of these characters. But with chapter 27, right, after all of those things that have been laid out for us, Kashin Koji lets us know a couple of important things, right? Now, Mamushi versus Damon is a whole nother thing, a whole nother situation. Damon's approach is something that we're going to have to talk about. But also in terms of Mamushi and how they're actually going to go about him and his invasion on the Hidden Leaf, the inclusion of other characters. No Name Ninja A and B, we talked about this on the pod. Do we want to see those? Shout out to my guy Ryzen. No, we don't want to see them. We want to see some heavy hitters. We want to see some known hitters. We want to see Rock Lee. We want to see Choji. We want to see Tenten. Hell, we probably even want to see Kiba. Who knows? But we want to see some heavy hitters. Granted, probably get their heads knocked in. But the fact is, remaining Hidden Leaf shinobi are being sent out that have no business being sent out. Like those three shinobi that Jura killed. Can we name them? No. The 2 shinobi that Hidari burnt to a crisp. Can we name them? No. So I feel bad that we can't even host any funerals for these people, right? The only death we actually as a community count or even have any type of significance, which is crazy because nobody even cares about it, is Yodo. And the story apparently doesn't even care about Yodo's death, right? At least Kurama has some type of, like a couple of pages, like, yeah, shout out Kurama. Now, granted, 2 different tier of level of characters, but still, you get the point that I'm trying to make. right? The significance really isn't there. So we're going to have to see some heavy names, some heavy hitters. But the fact is, the confirmation coming from Kashikoji, not only one did Himawari possibly, quote unquote, may have died or become incapacitated during this current invasion, but as a result, Inojin develops a jutsu that Kashikoji admits himself he would be exaggerating if he said it wouldn't help them in their upcoming battle against Mamushi. Now, I'm going to be joking, and yes, y'all heard me say Mamushi is an Inojin victim. Yes, but very much so understanding the hacks of this new jutsu that Inojin is probably going to create, what it might be, and how much helpful can it actually be in terms of the situation. Now, just throwing out ideas, I think it might be something out the way, something we haven't seen before, but the most realistic thing, right? And that's really all I wanted to present to you guys with this video, because I believe Inojin with all my heart. He's really in his mind like, nah, I'm gonna lock him. I gotta do this for Himawari. And if she dies in some type of future that I obviously don't want to live in, I don't see how I can honestly live with myself in that future, right? But Inojin comes to learn he's gonna develop this jutsu, and when he hears that information, he's like, I can master this shit in a day. What could it be? Now, instances where we understand the Yamanaka clan, they have mind transfer jutsus, they have mind control jutsus, right? They have so many different jutsus to just transport or teleport information. You guys can talk through their minds. So there's so many different ways, and Kashinkoji specifically says this jutsu is reverse compatible, meaning it starts off the same principles, the same basics, but the way Inojin builds upon it makes it that much more superior. So think Rasengan Uzahiko. Same basics, same principles, but a completely different jutsu, right? Think Rasen Shuriken. Same basic, same principle, but Rasen Shuriken is still different from like a base Rasengan, right? So in the similar sense here, we've seen in the past in the 4th grade Ninja Lord, we've seen Ino develop, new instances of how to use the mind transfer jutsu. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but there was an instance where she managed to control 2 bodies up into once. Now, we can simply say everybody will probably direct their attention towards Inojin probably being able to control all 20 to 30 Mamushi clones that he divides into, and then he will be the sole reason or responsible one for gathering them all into one spot and allowing Himawari to shoot a Biju Dama from above. Now, that sounds like a good plan. It sounds a little bit too easy, right? I'm thinking it has to be a little bit more intricate than that, because the main weakness of the Yamanaka clan jutsus, they always have to have somebody next to them. Meaning, if I'm entering into this person's mind, I need my teammate to watch over my original body. And that has always been a point. Now, granted, can we take into accountability? Can we take into the notion, the idea that Inojin develops a jutsu, which I still think it might be, where he can control multiple minds at once, but also taking away the drawback of leaving his body. Think Mei Mei from Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Or just think some type of summoning animal compared to their, familiar and the master or the host or something like that, where he can control them, he can use their eyes, he can use their senses, but still be in complete control of his own body. Now that, chat, that would be pretty hacks, right? Because I'm thinking of all these ways. It's similar to with the dialogue between Sumire and Boruto and the sword, where we have with Kashinkoji, Inojin, and this jutsu. Sumire says this is going to completely transform the sword into something new, and Boruto says, yes, it's going to be amazingly stronger, and this technology doesn't exist in this world. Well, damn. We have to see something we've never seen before. Now, similarly here, Kashikoji says this jutsu will be completely handy in this upcoming battle. So much so that we need to kidnap you and force you to train to master this jutsu. Well, what could this jutsu be? We've had Mamushi's abilities explained, so I believe the compatibility that comes with the mind transfer will allow Inojin to somehow take over all of the Mamushi clones' minds. But I don't want to say it's just going to be something so simple as that, right? And I think it can be even building beyond that, because let's say, boom, he can control all 20 of these clones, and he can do so while maintaining control of his own body. The chakra expenditure might be different. The ratio might be different, right? The attacks, the effectiveness might not last as long. Whereas we understand if Ino or Inojin is controlling one person or 2 people, they can control them maybe for 30 minutes up to an hour, maybe an hour up to 2 hours. But controlling 20 clones, at that being 10-tailed Shinju clones that are extremely OP and buff, I don't know, we might have Inojin maybe a 5-minute max. Maybe it might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where it's like, okay, Inojin mastered this jutsu, but he can only use it once a day, the glorious once-a-day trope that works on a new power-up, right? So they can't waste it, and they can't just go out there as soon as Mamushi hits 20 clones, just have Inojin activate the jutsu, because they have to be precise, and everything has to be put in place. So I think he's going to be a major key. We're gonna have all the players set up on the board where Inojin is gonna be waiting, and we're gonna have probably figures like Kawaki, maybe Himawari, maybe Boruto attacking Mamushi, maybe Sarada, maybe the ones who are drawing Mamushi's attention, just making sure Inojin's doing everything to get ready, and have another heavy hitter sitting on the sidelines to follow up behind Inojin's jutsu. So something like, hey, he gathers all 20 clones somewhere, maybe somewhere right outside the village or somewhere close enough to the village where Jura doesn't pop up, and then have Himawari, have Boruto, have Kawaki, have Sarada drop one of the gravity spears, drop a massive Rasengan, drop a Karma Blast or a Bijou Dama right on top of all of the Mamushis. Game time, bang time. Chat, let me know how y'all feel about it. Honestly, I think the most intricate or mysterious or gray area thing is actually learning the exact jutsu that Inojin will be mastering. But I think for the most part, the plan is going to be put in simple. Have the heavy hitters box out Mamushi, have them set up or buy time for Inojin to get in position, have another third party get into position to basically be able to act or ready to act once Inojin puts his jutsu into motion. Let me know how y'all feel if that's too far-fetched, but honestly and truly, I do believe this jutsu is going to be something that lets us know, like, yeah, this guy Inojin, he may not be the strongest, but they're thinking of things that lets us know and remind us that, hey, at the end of the day, it's a ninja show, so hacks can overcome power at any given moment. Let me know how y'all feel about your boy Black Shot 3. Long face, skinny body, big Inojin out here fighting and stepping for big Himawari Uzumaki. Let me know how y'all feel about it. What are your thoughts, anticipations, and what are you mostly looking forward to in chapter 28? It's your boy Black Shot. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Black Shot, yes sir. Ski.